everybody, it's Cindy Mattalucci, your host of The Pulse and Live with Cindy. It's Friday, we've made it through another week. It's the 18th. I am so excited about our live show. You know we want to bring you inspiring stories. We want to tell our local businesses stories, showcase our local businesses because we have the best here in San Diego. So we decided to go on location with a live show. So you never know where we're going to be next. Today we're at insideOUT in Hillcrest. Before we get started, I want to thank my fabulous sponsors of the show. I want to thank Flax for Life and Coffee Ambassador. They are absolutely fabulous. So Coffee Ambassador keeps our clients and all of our guests on the show caffeinated, which you know we need. They've been in business for 50 years in Sorrento Valley doing coffee delivery right. So thank you guys so much. And Flax for Life, they provide great nutritious snacks made with flax, gluten-free, healthy, for all of our guests on the set. So thank you guys so much. Also want to shout out to Rent the Runway. I'm an ambassador for them. They provide amazing looks for me. So today I'm rocking Alexa Amador. And you can find my looks and my promo codes on the website at thepulsesd.com. Get Cindy's look. Okay, you guys, look at this fabulous oasis. I mean, somebody has to do it. It's a tough job, but somebody has to be in this office for the day. So again, we're on location. I'm at insideOUT San Diego. I'm so excited. I'm with Matt and Paris. How are you?
Awesome.
Hi,
Nice
doing
to see
great.
you.
Oh my God, you guys, I'm so excited to be here. So first of all, this is a sexy, chic, and refined destination for those who want to enjoy fine dining, craft cocktails, and relax in an urban oasis. I mean, look at this place. So I want to talk to you. First of all, thank you for letting us take your space over today.
Thank you for coming.
joining me.
Appreciate that too.
We've been moving around stuff all day, but you really don't have to because it's so gorgeous when you come in here. It's very zen-like, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. But I want to talk about your inspiration for this place. How did you come up with this idea?
Well, 2.5 years ago, well, actually a little bit longer, maybe 4 years ago.
4 years. I'm like, wait.
I know. Mike Burnett from Foundation for Form, he was coming up with a concept to build something unique in Hillcrest. And he actually came to us and said, I want you guys to take over the middle of the complex. And as he showed us what he was building, we decided this would be a great fit for us. It's a new adventure for Mo's Universe to create something different and new in Hillcrest with Mike Burnett and Foundation for Form.
Well, and for people that don't know, you were part of Hamburger Mary's,
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
So you've gone back you've been doing this for a long time.
We've been doing this for 28 years. So been in the community for 28 years.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And we're in the Eitol Towers, right?
You're in the Eitol Towers.
Yeah.
Okay, and so let's talk about what's going on here. So, I mean, this is so eye-catching. I mean, there's from the waterfall, which we don't have the waterfall on today because it does make a little bit of noise. But let's talk about the space itself.
So when we came up with the concept, it kind of grew into like, we want to make sure it's interactive. It went through many different changes as we were developing it. Literally, this was supposed to be a grass hill behind me, but that didn't really work because there was a lot of things that we had to do. But we always wanted to be interactive. We wanted the place to be like a safe environment, a safe oasis away. We want people to come in and relax and have a nice cocktail, nice food, and still feel like they're a part of the Hillcrest community, but away from the streets and stuff like that.
But I mean, this water, I mean, it's amazing. I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah.
I want to walk on the water. I'm trying to get them to put like some kind of clear thing down so we can do something like that. But it's so striking. And then, I mean, what would you say that you want people to expect when they come in here?
I see that guests, well, I already see how guests have been interacting with us, thank goodness. They definitely get an experience, even if it's 30 minutes, 45 minutes in, or for those guests who stay 3 or 4 hours into their time with us. But there's always an experience, there's always something new to look at, there's always something new to discover. There's always a new, I mean, just walking to the restroom becomes a whole new adventure
Okay,
because
let's talk about the restroom.
Everybody wants to talk about the
restroom. Tell them about the restroom.
Our restrooms are, they are a photo moment. So they are visible from the street side. I think it's a fun, creative way to just, you know, like, hey, everybody uses the restrooms. You know, it's nothing crazy. It's nothing out, you know, out there. But they're eco urinals, so, you know, they wash their own, they wash their, you know, we recycle the water that's being used to wash things. And I will tell you, as somebody who sees our social media on a daily basis, that is probably one of our most tagged photos, is a good restroom shot. So, yeah.
We want to be sophisticated here, but we also want to be fun.
And silly.
You know,
like,
we're in Hillcrest.
Yeah.
We're not stuffy, you know, and we want to make sure we give a new level of Hillcrest experience to the guests.
Well, and the murals too, right?
Yes.
Those are amazing. Tell the story about the mural that you have.
Walking, yeah. So one of the things what I want to do is make sure the community is involved. I want to bring people that were a part of the community or people in my lives that's going to really create this space. One of the things I brought my brother in to design the wallpaper to go into the restrooms because we thought that should be an experience. It's one of those hidden things that people don't really see, but there's actually images within the wallpaper if you really look at it and what you can see.
There's always something to see. I love that. It's like you look around and there's like things on the wall and just greenery, and it's just amazing. I absolutely love it. And you guys are both pillars of the San Diego community and the LGBTQ community, and I want to talk about that a little bit because you've been doing a lot. You've done fundraisers, you've done events, charity stuff, so much.
Yes, Paris, both.
And
both
you
of
too,
us.
right?
Yeah.
Both of you.
Yeah,
Big one.
I've been in the community since 1992. We opened Hamburger Mary's. I started out as a host and realized that Hillcrest in San Diego was a place for me to set my roots and really create something. And thank God we had a great person in our lives, Chris Shaw and Doug Snyder, that really taught us and grew and just how to be in the community and how to support community. Because one of the things that we learn is community first.
Right.
Without a community, you wouldn't have a business. And it's always about the community first. So we do give 10% of our profits to the community, right back at Alamo's Universe. It's just what we grew up with and what works in our lives and works for us. We love our Hillcrest.
So supportive. And you've been since like 11 years old.
Yeah, so he's started in 1992. I was 2 years old when he began. No, but yeah, I started, I came out really early as a child. So I was, my mom took Hillcrest as like her guiding to how to maneuver having a LGBTQ child. And then I got very involved in the community once I got a little bit older and became a performer, drag entertainer, and then, but you know, within all that, you learn, like, you know, community first is definitely something that we're all very passionate about. And the community that we support also supports us as a business. So it becomes like this really cool circle of life situation. So I'm definitely very grateful for my time here.
Well, and follow on Instagram because your style is amazing. Like I was looking at your outfits, and do you make some of those?
I make all of them.
That's crazy.
Unless it's like a pair of jeans and a tank top, I'll make it. Yes, I will definitely make you something.
I was looking, I'm like, wow. So
Thank you.
I love that. You guys are it's amazing. I love that. And it kind of brings me into the next question I was going to ask you, because COVID, right? You were talking about community and being so supportive. But with COVID, actually, as you can see, we're 6 feet apart, but this is all outside, so it's a really safe space.
Yes.
So I wanted to talk about the impact with COVID and sort of like what you guys are doing here to make it a safe environment.
Thank goodness it was very full circle for us that the space was outdoors. So we haven't had to build out, or we haven't had to have humongous changes. All of our changes have basically been on properly distancing and making sure that not only are the guests safely distanced from each other, but that the staff is also within a good distance to serve the guests, because that matters too.
Yes.
The safety for everybody all around is kind of a big deal, for everybody right now. Of course, our capacity is not where we're used to, but it's you see, the great thing about everything that's been happening right now is you can see how creative everybody becomes when you kind of have a situation that you have no control over. You see how the things that will all of a sudden pull out of and nowhere. We're like, okay, we're gonna add a table here that we've never even thought of before. It was more of a cocktail area. We'll do another table here. Why not have a table on the ramps? Yeah, so it's been a challenge, but when you learn to have fun with it, you know, it makes a good time for work.
And one of our core values in our business is safety. And so we made that a priority, not just at Inside Out, but at Almost Universe, that we are safe for the community, because our community is vulnerable.
Yeah.
And we want to make sure that they have a place to go and feel safe, and they're coming out, and they're really supporting us, which is amazing. So.
And you have how many locations with
There's
Moe's?
5.
Yeah, 5.
Wow, it's so, I love that. That's so amazing. And each one is so different.
And
Very different.
And everyone,
Very
everyone is on University Avenue.
Yes, we're all on
And they're
University.
all on University. So just head down University and they got you covered. I love that part. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about what you guys offer now, because you offer some pretty spectacular things for everybody.
Yes.
There's like something for everyone. So Casual Tuesdays at 4, right?
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about Casual Tuesdays.
Casual Tuesdays is more of our tapered down menu, but it's a good time for everybody to kind of, in the beginning of your week, still find a way to unwind and, you know, come in for a quick little bite and a good conversation with friends and maybe 8 drinks, and, you know, you're good to go. So it's a good time. It's like our happy hour all night, so.
And
Perfect.
it's like there's a great space for it, because you can come in and sit on the sofa and have a cocktail. It's like you have a place to actually have a drink and a small bite, you know.
And look at this place. I mean, come on. And then Thursday date nights. I love this. It's like $59 for that. Tell us
Thursday
about the
date nights have become our favorite here, and we've only been doing it for a couple of weeks, so yay to that. It comes with 2 salads for each person, and 2 entrees that they get to choose from a specialty menu, as well as a bottle of our featured red wine or featured white wine.
And
so $59 gets you a very long way.
That's amazing. And then they do weekend brunch now, and we're actually going to bring out MJ Testa, who is the chef, and she's going to show us some items. But the weekend brunch.
Yes, Saturday and Sundays we have our brunch back in full motion. Now that we're all settled in and making sure everything's all good to go, we are ready to be back in full force.
Well, we're so excited, you guys. Thank you so much for having us. We're going to take a quick commercial break, guys, but when we come back, we're going to spotlight some cocktails, some wine, some food, because the menu here is spectacular. So thank you guys so much
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
for letting us take over. And we're going to show you guys a quick segment, a quick sizzle on Battle Axe San Diego, which is axe throwing at its finest. We did a TV segment on them, so they're going to be airing pretty soon, but here's a little sizzle. All right, we'll be right back. Don't touch that dial.
Bye.
Good job.
Love it. Yay.
Thank you.
That was,
Appreciate
I
it.
think we went over. we're so excited. You guys, this is the best part too, because we're going to be showcasing some of the food and some of the wine and some of the drinks. I'm with Mo Girton, co-owner and creative director of Wine and Spirits.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm doing amazing. How are you?
I'm so excited, and I'm going to be bringing out MJ in a second. MJ, come out. Come on out. MJ Testa. She is co-owner and executive chef. Look at this. So what do we have?
So we have our signature steak on a stone, and I'm going to grill up some shrimp with it.
So this is popular. This is really popular
Yeah,
here.
this is really popular.
I love this. Okay.
It's my wife's addiction.
So this is so unique, though. I've never really seen anything like this.
It is unique. I think we're probably the only ones in San Diego that do it. So.
Well, and I want to talk about the cuisine because it's California Mediterranean, right? So your background, being Italian, I mean, she's got such a great story. I know you were inspired by your mom and your family and the recipes that you had. And then you went to the Amalfi Coast and actually went there.
Yep.
How was that?
It was interesting. A lot of improvising, but I learned a ton, and it was the best experience of my life. It changed me for sure.
And does it influence what you bring in here?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, perfect. So let's talk a little bit about the items that you have. So you are basically, tell us about the plates, because you have such great stuff. I'm loving this.
So this one is called the Fideo Rosa, and it's inspired by more on the Spanish type, which Spain is part of the Mediterranean. So what we have here is Fideo pasta, some clams, a lot of seafood, and a little bit of chorizo and some chicken as well. We top this off with a little bit of lemon aioli, and it's delicious. It has a lot of full flavors, a little paella salt, which has peppers, some spices. So it's kind of a takeoff of a paella dish, but they use a fideo instead of the rice.
Wow.
So, yes. And
So how do you kind of come up with these items? Do you change them on a regular basis, or how does it work for you?
we do a lot of menu changes seasonally. This one has actually been on the menu since we've opened. It's kind of it's very different, unique. I don't think anybody else here in San Diego offers something like this, but, you know, it's just a favorite, so it stays, you know.
Well, and I heard that you guys have a dirty burger, too. I heard you added that. To...
We just added the down and dirty. It's down.
Oh, I'm saying dirty. It's down and dirty.
Yeah. So that's a lot of mushrooms from the dirt, and so we just kind of improvised on that and just put some onions in it, some thyme, some herbs, and smothered with Gruyere cheese, and it's delicious.
And you guys have some gluten-free items, too,
Yep.
on the menu, so you kind of have something for everyone. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about the wine, too.
Yeah.
Because you guys are I just love everything that you do here. You have I looked at their wine selection, and you know I'm a wine snob. So I'm like, they have a really great wine selection.
And we have a Corvin program. Every single thing in the house is actually available in a Corvin program, which is very unusual. So it allows us to pour some higher end wines without having to purchase the whole entire bottle. So if it's not on there, ask us. We'll do it for you.
That's amazing. And then I want to talk about your wine. This smells so good. Can we just get a close-up of this cooking, you guys? We have to get a close-up of this. It smells so good.
Yep.
Oh my
You guys
gosh.
get to try it afterward, for sure.
Oh yeah. I'm cheating on my diet today. That's for sure. That looks so good. So, okay, so let's talk about the wine membership program. 'Cause
Yes.
That's something that's pretty cool here.
Yes. So we have a monthly wine club. Well, we call it wine club, but it's more like wine drinking because, let's be honest, they're not exactly small little pours. They're good size, they're 4-ounce pours. But we feature 5 different wines a month, and we have an in-house tasting. We also are doing it virtually at the moment as well. I usually feature more wines focused more in the Northern California, but we do European wines. Sometimes we'll do all Italian wines, all French wines, etc. So the next one coming up for us, we're very excited about. It's actually Duckhorn. I'm a member there. It's one of my favorite wineries.
That's Israel's favorite wine. Our
Yes, good
producer.
choice. Woo! I've gotten to really know them, and they're actually going to come down, and we're going to feature their portfolio on the last day of the month, September 30th. So super excited about that.
So when you go to these different places, what's different is you bring down wines that they would only be able to get if they went to the winery, right?
Yes,
So that's what's unique too.
Yes, well, we do carry stuff that's either restaurant available and some stuff that's commercial available, but I always try to bring something in that you can't get anywhere else.
Okay.
And I always try to get someone from the winery to come down and represent. So we'll have 2 people, one virtually and one in-house actually from working for the winery. So we do it monthly. It varies on price. Or you can do a 6-month membership for $125.
Well, and this is the 26th that you're doing this next
Yes.
event, right? And then each package comes with digital tasting notes and maps, right? Which is amazing.
Yep. So we give you all the tasting notes, the maps where it comes from, and it also comes with a cheese and charcuterie board that Chef
Okay,
MJ
we gotta
makes.
talk about that because that's one of your most popular items with the
It
lavender
is.
honey, right?
Yeah, since our guests love to drink wine, the charcuterie board is kind of a nice accompaniment to it. So,
Yeah.
yep.
I'm so excited about that. I got to try that. Okay, so you're also going to make you made some signature cocktails
I did.
today.
I did. Made what we have here. We have 2. We have the Empress 75, which is made with Empress gin. Really cool gin. It's actually got butterfly pea tree flower extract in it, which is a dark purple. And then when you put citrus with it, it turns into a bright fuchsia pink.
Wow.
So it just really pops. It's extremely refreshing. It very much encounters the space of being outside and being in an oasis. The other one I got is a little more of a direct drink. This is actually Illegal Mezcal, which is, I'm going to throw them out there because I love this brand. They give back to our community immensely.
Okay.
They did a big fundraiser for the trans community, so we really kind of support them because they support our community. So this is a smoking rose that we make from them, and it is Illegal Mezcal, basil syrup, it's melty now, some lemon juice, and a rock. And that's it. Just
love
nice and direct.
How do you come up with these?
I'm usually inspired by this environment, something between tropical, elevated oasis, and also bold and sophisticated. So we usually go back and forth. There's a lot of greenery here. I try to keep a lot of greenery in the drinks, whether it's rosemary or thyme or lavender or basil, whatever it might be.
Okay.
We also do a lot of homemade syrups, basil and rosemary, etc. So it kind of encounters this. And then also on the other side, keeping it bold and sophisticated.
Okay.
So some more, we have a old fashioned, it's called a leather and rye that we smoke it. The servers wear leather harnesses, so it kind of plays in with that. So
I
we
love
try to kind of
that.
bring all the elements together. It's a very unique space. So we try to
Well-
make it unique on the menu as well.
And I'm assuming that you guys go with the food too, right?
Yeah.
You guys, do you
Exactly.
meet with like the pairings and like how
Yeah.
you're going to pair everything?
Yeah, we always talk about it like when she's come out with the new menu and what we can work with it, and also to give the the servers and stuff an idea of how to really bring out the best in the food and the drinks and the wine.
I love it. And so, what's your favorite thing about being here and putting all this together?
First of all, I love being in the community, supporting the community, and having them support us is amazing. And just being amongst these guys, Mo and Matt and Paris, we've all known each other for many, many, many years. And
Mary Jo and I opened Gossip Girl together back in the day.
and I
Oh
opened
my
up Gossip Girl
gosh.
back in 2009. It just felt natural and right. So it all worked. And the space is beautiful.
I
And I
believe
love
you
the
guys
outdoors,
you have to come to this place every day, right? And what about you? What's your favorite thing, would you say, about being here?
I just love the energy. It's got like a heartbeat. There's a vibe that you only get when you're inside out, and it's fabulous. It's welcoming. It's warm, but you also feel like a little fancy at the same time.
Yeah, very sophisticated too. I love that. It's elevated, right?
Elevated, yes.
It's elevated here. Well, you guys, thank you so much. So you guys have to come down there at 1642 University Avenue. So you're definitely coming back. I'm going to eat and drink right now because it looks amazing. This is fabulous. And also, you guys can go to insideoutsd.com for more information. So thank you guys so much for having us here today. I got to try a drink. Cheers, you guys. It's Friday. So we'll see you guys next time when we put our finger on the pulse of San Diego. Cheers.
Cheers. That's gonna.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Yay.